Hello and welcome to Titan Esports Olympian week 3, I believe.
Week three, yeah.
Yeah, we have Glacial or TOS Sherbert, sorry, versus today the plan is simple. I know that this time around the plan is simple doesn't have their wonky roster, and hopefully the draft starts soon.
Oh, and we start off with a Rek'Sai ban against today. The plan is simple. Clearly, they do not want to, to give that to Thracian, but I don't know about you, but I feel like there's definitely okay. Bully Bear, see, I think that's a stronger ban, but I guess
The
it's
Baba Bear makes a little more sense, but
yeah,
it's
it could be it's probably
makes
a
sense.
yeah. I apologize. My knowledge about Olympian and Thracian's jungle pool probably not that great, but let me look it up real quick.
I'm not aware of Thracian's jungle pool either, but and all is said and done, I suppose the Rek'Sai is fair. The Yasuo ban coming from TOS.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, by
People
far.
fear
Yep.
what they cannot
Yep, just looked it up.
understand.
That is confirmed. He's got 166,000 mastery points on that Rek'Sai. Okay, playing simple answers back with a Cinder ban, and it looks like they want to take the Silas away from
Who
Filbert.
dares defy my
Interesting.
will?
Last ban from the planet is simple is Jarvan the Fourth.
I mean, Glacial Sherbert's been trying to run kind of like Jarvan and Zac comps for the past couple weeks, apparently. So I think that's a solid one, but they'll probably try and grab Zac in this first rotation and maybe look for Ori.
Yep, makes sense. Or we see Ornn grabbed up right away, but there's that's a very we've seen Lumo on Ornn plenty of times already.
And there's one more game for him on Ornn today.
Time to
And
troll.
Trundle, this one's going straight for Thracian. He's actually been playing a bit of that lately in solo queue.
Yep,
And
makes sense. Trundle kind of neutralizes the Ornn's tankiness, and with all just one button. The question is it going to be a phase rush Trundle? I've seen that coming out about a lot lately. Phase rush helps them stick on to targets a lot better.
The heart
and they got the and they took the support there for the Braum. That's definitely a good pickup for Spee. And I guess the other question is, are they going to go for? Do they usually go mid lane third pick, or do they go for full bot lane first rotation?
Yep, that although they might want to match the support pick, but at least that's what I would do anyway.
Yeah, agreed. But at the same time, they're already taking like top here, so it could be that they're just going for comp picks. So I wouldn't. Yeah, looks like there you go. They're grabbing the ADC, and there's the support. So yep, Aphelios Thresh bot lane.
Oh no, are we going to see Aphelios with the Death Dance like we did earlier in LEC?
Oh, you know it. You got that brand new Aphelios tech coming through, and yep.
God,
Clearly, Glacial Sherbert is staying on top of the meta, so hopefully we've got something to answer it from this plan is simple.
yep, I sure hope so. Personally, I hope Death Dance legs get broken eventually. That item is way too strong.
Oh yeah. And speaking of staying on top of the meta, answered back with Varus. So this is gonna be an interesting battle, and also interesting to see which pool they pinch on this rotation.
Wouldn't be surprised if Sherbert pinches mid pool here, and bot lane or the plan is simple will probably pinch top. I want to say, but that's still or not top. They already picked top.
Yeah.
They'll probably pinch mid as well. That's my bad.
And Heimerdinger coming out.
Yep. No Heimerdinger for mid lane, I suppose. Don't know if Jinja has been playing that a lot lately.
I got Mastery 6. Didn't see it in the solo queue when I looked it up. And I mean, I saw a lot of Annie lately. So I think maybe that came out earlier. Maybe there's like a particular comp they're kind of worried about. But let's see. Okay, we got the Cassiopeia taken away from Filbert. And last ban for playing simple is
You used to be cool.
Echo.
Echo. Yep, that's definitely pinching mid pool. Are we going to see it to another mid pinch on the side of Sherbert?
It's not actually pinching mid pool. Jinja doesn't really play Echo from what I saw. That's more of an monster pinch right there.
Ah,
I mean, Jinja
interesting.
does play Echo. They got about, I'm just looking it up on my favorite site, championmastergg.com. And yeah, last time they actually played Echo was probably about a month ago on solo queue. So might be to that, but I think, just based on previous games, it's going to be a monster pick.
Playtime's over.
Or rather, it was, and now they're taking it away. Ooh.
Why did
with Corky?
Well, I heard Ari's voice line when Corky got banned?
What?
Huh?
Okay, that's weird.
Uh,
I don't know what's going on there, but that's
Neither the flames nor the depths could
Ooh,
claim me.
Gangplank.
ooh, barrel combos.
Yeah, I like this. I did not know that. That's actually the plot.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
Professional development by our very own Jet Gorilla.
You wanna play too?
Ah, there's the
Yep,
Annie you
there we
predicted.
go. Annie, yeah.
Though Annie into that comp really
It's
doesn't
not.
have that many targets to blow up.
I mean, it'd be just going straight for the Varus, unless they got something squishy in mid. But I think, okay, what would you like to see out of the Annie in this?
See, I don't play Annie all that much. I don't know if it could be the Predator build, it could be Electrocute, but versus that kind of comp, probably just go straight damage.
To the arena.
And
Yeah.
Xin Zhao coming up for Glacial Sherbert. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that could have like a good kind of like knockback and allow the Annie easier access. As it happens, Jinja has been running Dark Harvest on Annie and solo queue for a bit, so I think they're probably going to lean that way. But I'll be honest, I'd actually really like to see a Predator Annie here, and this is me being biased. Annie is probably like my second most played champion, so I think into this, like, you definitely want to get to the back line, and it would definitely be a better choice into a Vel'Koz, so you can get around all that, but this is going to be an interesting matchup. Haven't really seen Filbert play anything like this. I know that tends to play a bit more aggro, but being able to poke out Annie from range. Speaking from experience, Vel'Koz is one of Annie's worst matchups. However, since the buffs to the move speed with the shield, it's a little bit easier to handle. And previously, if you go by like the one trick recommendations, you usually have to go Predator into it to kind of get around the range and get on top of them. So. Time will tell if that's the approach he takes, though.
Well, I do like the Annie pick now a little bit better with the Vel'Koz and Varus being on the table. Plus, it'll help keep the Trundle not as stuck to somebody. That's done pretty spammable.
Yeah, definitely. So, looking at this, Kappa, what do you think win conditions for each of these teams are?
For Sherbert, I definitely think the win condition is going to be that Aphelios and Annie, especially if he does do the Dark Harvest bit that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Scale hard or take scaling to another height.
Yeah.
Though I do like the Planet Simple's comp. It's simple. It's with the exception of Gangplank and Vel'Koz, I suppose. But it's still very straightforward as to what they want to do. They want to poke. They want to poke, and then Trundle will soften them up.
Yeah, I think it's like both of these have pretty simple and direct comps. Like they both should do very well in team fights, and I think like depending, like I would actually think Glacial Sherbets would work better as kind of a pick comp because you've got so many tools to keep around people. But I also really like playing Simple's approach for team fighting. So I think at the end of the day, it may just come down to who executes better. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is definitely not lost in draft, and it's going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, it all comes down to execution, and I know TOS Sherbert, while they may be down two sets, they did take a game off of Anonymous Esports, which is a feat of in of itself. So they have the ability. Granted, though, they did have a substitute who was much higher ranked than Lumo. I'm not putting that against Lumo at all.
Nope, no slight
but
against Lumo.
He definitely did do a lot of work in that game. So it'll be interesting to see who, if they can rally around Lumo instead of the substitute that they had.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I really like what Lumo is going to bring to the table as far as team fights. And since as you pointed out, the Aphelios is going to be a huge win condition for Glacial Sherbert. So getting those ornaments is going to be crucial. But you have Varus, who can definitely take advantage of Aphelios during the laning phase. You've got Vel'Koz who's going to be able to poke him down. You've got Gangplank, who's pretty much assured a free farm laning phase unless you can get some really nice creative ganks off with Glacial Sherbert. And I think one thing we could possibly look out for is just like early skirmishes in the river, because I think that might tell us who has a better edge up. Because Annie and Vel'Koz, Vel'Koz is going to scale harder. So if he can get there with Trundle and get a pick on, say, Xin Zhao in the river, going for some Rift Scuttlers or possibly the Herald, then I think they might win those fights early. But if Annie can roam quicker and Ornn can collapse, that could be it for playing simple for this game.
Yep, it's entirely possible. I am obligated to point out, however, one of the last times we saw Lumo on Ornn, there was no ornaments built on anybody else.
Oh god, wait. Was that the game where nobody built anything that could be built into an ornament?
I'm not quite sure if that was the case. I don't recall. I just remember seeing it on the match history, and was a little confused as to why there was no ornaments.
Okay, well, I think the difference between this time and last time is that this time Lumo is accompanied by both Morty and Rick, and I guess the big question is, which Rick are we seeing today? Are we seeing Rick C137, or are we seeing, Rick SJ19? Or
references I don't quite understand, but either way.
J19 Zeta 7, my bad. So are we going to see, the Rickest Rick, or are we going to see Doofus Rick? That is the big question. Is he going to come through? Because from my understanding, he is the captain. He is a major shot caller on this team, and it's going to be on him to help navigate everything, and get his Morty to the late game where he just becomes an absolute badass.
We are being told to turn up our microphones by the chat. I'm not quite sure if that's us or them.
No, I'm pretty sure the chat's right. I'm gonna give it to the chat on this one. They're usually on target. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice. And I literally, I'm not exactly breathing into the microphone, but I'm close to breathing into it. Okay, we're good. Okay, Cancer's saying we're good now. Thank you, Cancer.
Thank you. Now we're just waiting for the spectator delay. Yeah, not much to say. I do have to give a lot of respect to the side of TOS Sherbert. I have played with Rick. Personality we see in Discord aside, he is a solid support player. But other than that, it's all going to come down to execution this game. So, how has your state reopened yet? Are you still on lockdown?
No. Jersey is not on lockdown anymore. We are officially entering, I believe, like phase 1. And as of tomorrow, they're going to have some outdoor dining ready. Our governor is apparently made dinner reservations, and personally, I'm just happy to be able to kind of like move around freely and not have to, just run back and forth between my apartment and the grocery store.
Oh, nice, nice. Over here in Chicago, we
Mhm.
are currently on phase 3 out of 5, I believe.
5? What? You guys get 5 phases? Damn, we only got 3 phases.
So, yeah, it's I'm still not going back to work yet, but that's a-okay. Gives me time to be here.
Oh, Cancer has 4 phases.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that like the reopening goes well and that like it's not a disaster. Oh,
I
well, we got
can
some
only
Philly fans going up in the chat. We got our boy Cementos. I'm sorry, Sentimiento. I love you, buddy.
Julian. That's
Yes.
that's the only way I know to call him, because otherwise I get the name wrong.
Yes. It's yeah. I mean, he's got some ODB levels of names. Like, we got Julian, aka Sentimiento, aka Cemento, aka Cement, aka Cementos.
And yet we have no nicknames for anybody else in this game.
I don't know. We got the Crab Jesus. He doesn't really need a nickname. He's just the Crab Jesus.
Just wait. Ah, there we go. Spectator
Yep.
delay finally
All
going
right.
into game. Remember, pause at 12.
Pause at 12.
The
Hmm?
unfortunate thing here is I'm seeing no skin.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a little bit. You're seeing
Nope.
no what?
No Skinergy. None whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, well, we've got Thunderlord Orn and we got FPX Thresh, so we got a little bit of badass helmet. We got the Winged Hussar. Ooh, I haven't seen that one in a hot minute. And we got super cute Prom Queen Annie. Okay, it seems to be okay. Actually, we do have some Skinergy over on the side of TOS Sherbert. Everybody's got some form of helmet and or tiara. Because I mean, we got the helmets in top, jungle, and support, and then we got tiaras for Aphelios and Prom Queen Annie. And then yeah, no synergy on the other side. I mean, props to all of them for just having skins. I mean, they could have just not like they could have just gone default, but they didn't.
Yep,
Also,
entirely too true. We do see the
also,
Dark Harvest Annie, like you were talking
mhm.
about earlier, and we do see Glacial Augment on the Vel'Koz of all people.
Oh yeah, ooh, that's gonna be kind of nasty for the Annie and for the Aphelios. And as you pointed out earlier, it is actually going to be Conqueror Trundle, not Phase Rush Trundle.
Yeah, he's opting for more damage and more survivability instead of
Mm,
the phase rush to stick onto a target.
right.
All makes
And,
sense.
yep. And we got Flan with Meteor. Flan's going for poke. I apologize. Didn't mean to misgender. I don't know why I went that. I mean, I'm a baker. I should know that. Like, I'm a guy who bakes. I shouldn't, just assume anybody with a name like that is just gonna be female. I'm sorry.
Go, finally getting in.
Okay, pause. And now Flan's just gonna give me no end of shit. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh yeah, well deserved, by the way.
There we go. Paused
Pause
at
12.
12.
Chances of survival are less than 0.
All right. Oh, I.
I'm on 23.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
34.
good?
Yep.
30 seconds
Okay.
until minions spawn.
Yeah, I saw Threshhead pinged his hook there. Surprised we didn't see a straight invade.
Yeah, very surprised by that, and I'm also kind of surprised by this this arrangement. We got okay, so we've got
This is scattered all over the map.
all over the place. We got a Morty hanging out by the Raptor camp, and Rick just hanging around. I think waiting for kind of like the old school Death Brush approach.
That was certainly an interesting level 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Doesn't appear to be any pretty standard start other than everybody just splayed out. There wasn't any early aggression, at least from what I saw.
Yep. Although we did have Lumo getting a little cheeky with his dance, so.
What is
I don't think
happening
that
down
counts.
bot lane? I already see. Is Zin going for?
Yes.
Zin's going for the level 2.
Zin's go for it. Zin's go for it.
Oh, the call is to go on Spy. The knock up, the ignite. Are we going to see Spy fall early? We do. Bunch of flashes come on out from the side of TOS. Look to be about 3 flashes and an ignite.
Oh man, it's. I think I'm actually a couple seconds behind you on that one, but ooh, that is not a good start.
That's,
Yeah, I'm at 2617. I
oh
think.
my God. So I guess
think
I'm ahead.
Yep, you're ahead, buddy.
God damn it. Okay.
26, 27. Oh, we got a little bit of aggression mid lane. Going for it. They get the flash out. That is, ooh, that is not good. All right, I think that's his dead Zen Shao right there, and
he falls as well.
And he falls, and that is a double kill. Answering, plain and simple, answering back. Oof.
Okay. Are we about to hit 3 minutes and 257, 258?
You're still 3 seconds ahead, but.
Oh my God! How did that happen?
303, 301, 302, 303.
Okay, there we go. 304,
Yep, okay.
305. Okay, we're
360.
good.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're sorry, chat. Got a late start.
Scuffed stream as always.
Yep. Would it really be a Titan stream if it wasn't scuffed in some way? Oh, we got some nice training going in the top lane. Lumo trying to smack dogs around.
Oh, and in the jungle we have the level 2 Zinzao versus the level 4 Trundle. I don't think that in any way goes in the favor of...
Ration actually gets the kill. Oh. Man, Lumo doesn't rotate quick enough, and Thracian is just telling Monster to get out of his jungle, and I mean, pretty much every part of it. Now, this is going to be a hard one. He's down 4 camps, and he's down 2 kills.
And yeah, that early kill put a Manster a little behind there.
Okay, so Kappa, say you're in a Monster's shoes. What are you doing right now to try and mitigate this early game? Because, I mean, it's only 4 minutes in, you're down 2 kills. You're also down, I mean, at this point... Ooh, that's okay, that's only about 5 camps. What's your pathing going to be like? What are you telling your team to do?
For my own self, I'd be hitting up those Krugs and Raptors, trying to get some gold back, get some levels. But I don't really know what I'd be telling my team, to be honest with you. Then again, I am also a hard stuck gold. I guess now top laner here in Titan Esports.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Yep. Filbert definitely using that like that fracas in mid lane to his advantage, and he's got a nice 14 CS lead on the Annie, and he's going back. He's going for a nice back. I think. Yep. He's got enough for a lost chapter right now. Meanwhile, top lane, slapping each other around.
It
Looks
doesn't really
like
look like
Rick's
much
got
can
it back
come out of
after
it.
that last trade.
Yeah, he's sitting a little too low for comfort there.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Gangplank flash on top of the Ornn with that true damage he has lined up on his passive, but I think Gangplank is more
Oh,
than
the nice
content.
ult, canceling the TP, or no, canceling the back right there. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some. Is he going to go for the spicy play? No, he is not.
Nope. Dogster's
He's
just
just-
sitting there talking. You have to stay here. I'm keeping you here against your will. We still see that big difference in the jungle, though, as now Zinzao is level 3 versus Trundle's level 5. And I don't know if that's going to get any better for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Zinzao is notoriously an early game jungler, and he's got a lot of. I mean, we're head towards mid game right now, but yeah, we've got double the CS in jungle, and Thracian already has completed jungle item. And meanwhile, looks like we're going for a nice invade. Uh-oh, he's pretty much dead here. Ooh, kill goes over to Flan, and the red buff too. Ooh. Okay, going back to my... Now that he's also lost red buff and been killed at his own red buff, and he's 18 camps, or, you know, he's 4+ camps down. What's he going to be doing now to stench the bleeding?
He's got to ward up, in my opinion, he's got to ward up his entrances and try and play it a little safer. But in some regard to that, there's not really a way to play much safer. He's got just from the vision we see, he's got a trinket or a red ward on his red buff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really know how he'd get back into this. He kind of set himself a little far behind.
Well, I mean, maybe that. Do you think there might be a possibility of him ganking topside? I mean, Dogster's pushing up. Yeah,
mean,
Wave
it's-
is definitely going to be at his turret, or Lumo's turret, probably in about.
It's
Well,
possible.
now,
I'd like to see him do. I'd like to see him go up there with Annie, but Annie's instead electing to go back mid lane.
Yep.
And Dogster found Zinzao, so I guess that's not gonna happen.
No, it's definitely not going to happen. Got a nice trade in the river. Lumo's
We
looking
see
a
the
little
chains
low,
of corruption come down onto Morty from Flan. Flash is also popped, and well, I guess Morty was staying just a little too far up.
Yeah, that wasn't great, but it looks like we got a nice collapse going. And another invade from Thracian. That is going to be blue buff, possibly going over to Filbert. Yep.
If I had to title this game, it would be a very simple F the enemy jungler.
Oh, it looks like you actually got it back. Ooh, big shutdown for a monster. They got a nice ult. Filbert getting a kill off there. Gets out clean.
That was a big ult on the side of Filbert, but popped
Yeah.
two flashes.
Yeah, pop 2 flashes. That's 2 flashes down for Plain and Simple, 2 flashes down for Glacial Sherbert, and I think I think that was really good for Glacial Sherbert. I mean, we were talking about what could possibly get.
Hook lands onto Spy, and the tower's chunking away at him. And he's pops flash and Flan pops heal, and he stays alive.
That is 3 summoners. That was a really damn good pick from Rick. Nicely done, C137.
I almost don't want to understand that reference.
No. Okay.
No, please don't. I no.
But Rick and Morty is a show for intellectuals, Kappa. Come on.
Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, yeah, it looks like Amancer is slowly trying to play catch up.
I mean, slowly trying to play catch up, but that that shutdown put him a long way forward. He is still down. He is only about 650 gold down, whereas I think previously it was probably closer to 1.5k. So there's still a gap, but surprisingly, he's actually in a better position than his mid laner is. Like right now, Jinja has earned maybe 3,300.
Yeah, looks
so
to be
right
about
now-
right.
Yeah, it looks like. Let's see right here. Yep. Let's see. We got the boots, blasting wand. Yep. And Filbert has Super Soaker, and it looks like Planet Simple is setting up for a dragon right now. Clearing out vision. Gonna see if they can get a pick on. Are they go for it?
Uh-oh,
They
I
might.
hit the wrong button on my keyboard.
Oh no. Okay, looks like they backed off just for a moment. Okay, do we have any rotations? This would not be a good fight for Glacial Sherbert to pick. Rick and Morty are on the low side of things, but it looks like they might be first to the scene. Got a 2P coming out from Lumo. And meanwhile, we got the...
TOS looks to take the fight, and he's up just a little too far, gets hit by Braum. They're gonna get collapsed on by Vel'Koz.
Oh my god, that was a
All of the
beautiful
Forge
play.
Gold comes out, but I think Lumo got stopped and he wasn't allowed to continue his Call of the Forge God.
Now, Lumo got stopped, but more importantly, Rick managed to stop the Filbert ult, mid-ult. I think he actually like flayed him out of it, and that disrupted a huge amount of damage. That would have been absolutely disastrous. It still goes the way of... I mean...
In favor of the plan is simple, and we see the
Yeah.
Rift Herald come down, and that's going to be first tower in the favor of the plan is simple.
Plan is simple. Objectives. Objectives. Objectives.
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle here for Sherbert, but let's see if they can climb their way out.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part about this is that, like, Flan is 20 CS up on Morty. Flan already has an Umbral Glaive. Morty's still got a long ways to go before... Yeah, I mean, Morty's sitting on 600 gold right now. It's going to be a long way before Morty can even afford Crit Cloak, much less the completed IE. And Flan's already halfway done with the next item. And top lane, Dogster may want to back. Yeah, Dogster's going to want to back because Dogster's sitting on about 2k right now. That is complete Trinity Force. That's going to make him very difficult to deal with.
Oh no, the completed Trinity Force. That's he's gonna hit like a truck in a matter of minutes here.
Yeah, yep. 14-minute Trinity Force feels good, man.
Meanwhile, on the side of Sherbert, we have a completed Sunfire Cape from Lumo, and that's about it in terms of completed items.
Wait. I took my Rick. Okay, good old. I think this might be a dead Braum right here.
He's gonna last a little bit longer.
Ginger gets a kill on Spee. Nicely done. Good collapse from Glacial Sherbert, or TOS Sherbert. Jesus.
Until the end of time, they're gonna be known as Glacial Sherbert. Oh, we finally see the gank top lane. Call of the Forge God comes down. The Brittle proc goes out, and Bellow's Breath will give another Brittle proc, and that's going to be Dogster falling. Shutdown Gold goes over to Amster. He's now level 8. He's now caught up in levels to Thrasian.
He's caught up with Thrasian, and also I think after they get this tower, I think he might be a little bit closer to collapsing that gold gap, and he's done pretty well. Like, he's managed to claw back another 2 kills, and with this, he's only down 300 gold. So, yeah, I think he's, like, his mental's got to be pretty strong to kind of, like, hold on to, or to just hold back while everything is going pear-shaped for his team and find some very good shutdowns. Speaking of,
Unfortunately, though, Morty decides to stay just a little too long with no extra help, and the plan is simple. Decides to tower dive.
yeah, that is unfortunate. I mean, I can understand the position he's in. He really wants to make the most out of having that IE and get some money back and get back in the game, but it may not have been the best call to be there without his support. Alright.
Just maybe.
Just maybe. Alright. Rift Herald, back on the map. In about 40 seconds.
You can press N and it'll show you.
I know, I just put it back up.
Yeah, I'm keeping it up on mine, just as a reminder.
Yeah, it's a very good reminder. And I'm sure Chad is chewing me out for that right now.
Things go back to a little bit of slow play. And that is a-okay. TOS wants to slow this down if they want. But on the same side,
Ooh.
oh, Rick.
That was a definitely much needed flash from Rick. Trying to avoid ult from Flan and getting collapsed on by Flan and Filbert.
Did Flan even have ult up?
Up. So, yes.
Okay, on my side of things, it's showing that he still has it, so I don't know if
No, they didn't. Flan didn't ult, so Flan still got it for the team fight. Uses it immediately on a monster. Monster flashes out. Ooh,
but Rick is caught out and he falls. And now Lumo's here to join the party, but it doesn't look like they're going to contest since I was backing. That is going to be a Cloud Drake in the favor of the plan is simple.
And I think that's going to be Rift Herald too. Looks like they're all moving up as a group.
Yep, another Rift Herald like they had before can spell devastation for Sherbert.
Absolutely, but importantly, Flan's ult is down for this, and so is the monsters. But got a nice catch out.
Filbert finds Morty.
Filbert finds
Meanwhile,
Morty.
the rest of
Filbert
Sherbert's
runs.
over there contesting the Herald. We see the stopwatch come out from the side of From. Glacial Fisher comes down. And
Oh my God,
now the
we
fight
got
is
that. We got
dissipating.
another flash coming out.
The audacious charge coming in, followed by the 3-talent strike into the crescent sweep, and Amster finds Flan. Amster's just trying to keep himself alive in this fight, but it is not enough.
It is not enough, but also, even though Filbert was able to pop Rick in that fight, Jinja actually got the kill on the back end thanks to that Dark Harvest proc, so, yeah, making me look like a damn fool. I appreciate it, dude.
Yep, and now they have nothing left to contest this Rift Herald with, so the plan is simple.
Alright, and Filbert has gotten his spooky ghosts, while Jinja is going straight in for that death kill. And yes, I know that could be on Spellbinder here, but just going off solo Q build, I'm leaning towards Death Cap. And knowing how squishy the main carries on that team are, that's probably a good call. But looks like we got the Edge of Night over on Flan, so Flan's looking to stay safe from all that burst. That's a good call.
Yeah, all it takes is one ability to pop that spell shield, though.
That's true.
Yep. It looks
It might be a
like they
very
might
hot
find
sting.
Spy here.
Oh,
And that's everything. Not everything, but a bunch of spells popped onto Spee. Nothing of great importance, however. Well, Spee was just looking for some vision, man.
yep, he's just doing his job, trying to clear out vision. And all these guys just rudely come after him in, I mean, a jungle that should be under his control. Because, I mean, Thrasier did throw it down earlier, but, yeah, guess not. Alright, looks like Jinja is going for a cheeky play right here.
Yep, but I don't think
Is
it'll
it
be
the
enough. He's joined by
Harvest
Thrasian.
Ooh, that got
It's going to
turned
be a
around.
call to dive. And that, Jinja,
Yep,
the...
nicely done. Oop, oh.
Oh, A lot of
Yeah,
Velkout stuff going on here,
Ooh,
and
nice
the-
flash.
the lantern.
The flash was the lantern. Nicely done.
Meanwhile, bot lane, we have the Herald going. Got off its first charge onto the outer tower, and it will
Like it's
go
getting the
down.
second. Yep,
I
gets
don't-
2 charges.
Oh, it does get its second charge. Rick was not able to hold it off.
Yep. And most importantly, it's below that crucial 33% threshold, so it's the most it's going to get back is 33% health. That is going to be a weak one that he knocked down pretty easily later.
Call of the Forge Gods coming down. It goes past Braum, getting hooked by Thresh. And yep, all of that popped for the Braum.
Spee is just playing sacrificial lamb this game.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate role to take, but sometimes it is necessary. As the rest of the team didn't get engaged. Spee found himself just, I guess, a little too far forward, nobody to jump back to. Oh no! I thought we were gonna see an alcove gamer.
I thought so too. I was really excited for that alcove play that didn't happen. Alright. We got red buff to Flan, blue buff to Filbert. And we got some... Oh, he's going for the Living Orb here. Might be going for Morello's, but he might just be sitting on that until he gets some more AP.
Now we have 2 Farsight alterations on the side of the planet Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we have a similar setup on Sherbert.
Yep. Gotta give it to Rick though. Rick is absolutely dominating in terms of vision score. He has more than double speeds right now.
72 to 33.
Yeah.
Man's on a mission.
He's on a mission. Yep.
The entirety of the planet Simple seems to be around level 12 to 13 with the exception of Braum. Meanwhile, over on Sherbert, the highest level they have is 12 on both Lumo and Jinja. But they're coming in to contest this. Herald Exchange of Corruption comes out. Thresh misses his death sentence. And Xin Zhao tries to go and steal the dragon, but it's not enough. And there is just too much damage from the side of the planet Simple. And looks like everybody's going to find their way down.
Lean ace from Planet Simple. Wow.
Yep, just too little, too late.
I mean, they
That
threw
wouldn't be
everything he had. I think Xin Zhao actually got grabbed by the virus ult there, so I think he might have been stunned up when they popped him. Jinja did best they could with Van Hanny ult, and actually had a really nice, I think it was a 4-man ult. Got everybody low, but it's just that, like, the damage just wasn't there to bring the rest of the team down. And meanwhile, Frasian just aggressively flashing on everybody after the fact, cleaning up those kills.
Yep, it's now with that inhibitor, that bottom inhibitor gone, that is the furthest lane away from Baron. Means they are going to have to keep going over and clearing those waves, and the Planet Simple can pretty much go over there at just about any time.
Yeah, looks like Filbert's ulting. Gets Rick real low, doesn't kill him. And okay, right now we have 3 dragons to 2 and 3 dragons to 1 in the favor of Planet Simple, but I don't know. I gotta give it to Monster. I think his never say die attitude has kind of like brought them this far. What would you like to see him do for the comeback, if it's possible here? I mean, we are talking about an 11.3k difference or 11.1k. My bad. I can't count apparently.
I don't know. It's hard to say. They naturally, I think Xin Zhao wants to go in onto the back line, but that Trundle is just a little too far ahead to leave him alone with Morty or Aphelios, so it's going to be quite difficult to figure out what he wants to do and how. I think if they have the resources, they should just fight it front to back. Oh, sorry, the popcorn got stuck.
Nah, no worries.
But that's going to be also to prove difficult in of itself. Looks like they're electing to send both top laners bot side.
Mm.
Even though Dogster doesn't have TP, but he does have that cannon barrage.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Also, Dogs are looking for that classic Gangplank build. We got Triforce into Essence Reaver, and what looks like it's going to be IE. Alright. Plan simple. Choosing to start the Baron up. And
make the call.
yeah, it looks like Sherbert's going for a cheeky gank onto Dogster here. I don't know. Did they get it? Oh, looks like Dogster claws back a kill. It's a 3v1. And it looks like Dogster actually gets out of there alive. Oof.
Well, I think if I was Sherbert, I'd just be thinking about game 2.
That's a good point. And I'm sorry, Sherbert, but you guys remember this day, the day you almost caught Captain Dogster.
Oh my lord. Yep, and they're just gonna go a 1-3-1, but put 3 up and top. And
3-1-1.
Just keep the pressure on, keep those turrets, they're the the Baron minions pushed up.
Yep. Okay, Jinja finally finished the Rabadons here. And this is gonna be... yeah, if they're gonna make something happen, they gotta make it happen quick. Jinja does have flash available. I think this might be... you might want to let this go and let them push up and then look for a fight top. But
comes out on Thracian to keep Manster off of him.
Or maybe going on Dogster here. It looks like they can't quite decide what they're doing.
Nope, it's just kind of back up and try and defend, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, they don't have the wave clear. I mean, Aphelios finally has Runance, but is that going to be enough? Okay, going in for the fight.
Yep, Power God comes up, but he doesn't knock it away. The Death Sentence comes out onto the Trundle, but he gets out, and Sherbert's just falling.
Yep, and he gets popped by, I think, like it was a Q in a barrel. Let's see, that is a very dead jungler. And there we go, game 1. Plain and simple. Team fight, team fight, team fight. Objectives, objectives, objectives. I'm sorry, chat's got some good stuff. Let's see, we got, can you tell Dogster to make a penis with the barrels? No. Also, Souls Counting is what got me through 2nd grade. I'm honestly shocked that it even got you that far. I'm honestly shocked that got through 1st grade, to be perfectly honest. I should be back there like, you know, friggin' Billy Madison right now. I should just be redoing like forget grad school, forget any of that stuff. You know, just put me back in there. Let me work on my handwriting. Let me learn this new math. Just let me start over because clearly math is not my strong suit. However, it is Dogster's strong suit, and whoo, look at that damage chart.
My oh my.
My oh my indeed. Nicely done. 7, 1, and 11 on this Gangplank.
Yep. So if you had to change up bands, what would you take away from the plan? Is simple.
Let's see. I'd probably look to. I mean, I could see where they're going with the Ornn, but they may want to put something on a little bit more aggressive in Lumo's pocket if they're going to let something like the Gangplank through. If not, they may want to also ban out the Trundle as opposed to the Heimerdinger. Not sure if not sure if that was a good call, but they may also just want to ban out this Varus. It was just oppressive.
Yep, that is also a very valid opportunity. If I was on the side of the plan is simple, I wouldn't really change too many bands. Just keep keep them all the same. But
Yeah.
with all that being said, we will be right back as soon as we get into the drafting for Game 2. right, and welcome back to Titan Esports Olympian Week 3 of the Plain is Simple versus TOS Sherbert. It is currently 1-0 in the favor of today. The Plain is Simple. We were a little late, and they've already started their drafting. A quick run through is the Plain is Simple has banned Volibear, Syndra, Jarvan. TOS Sherbert has banned Yasuo, Silas, and Trundle.
So we have some minor adaptations from the last game, but it looks like Planet Simple is just running it back with the same bans, and they get the Varus pick. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they should have let gone with the Silas ban there. I think they should have just taken the Varus off the table if they didn't have like a good counter for it. It's too broken right now, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play bot lane. I don't lane against it very often, so I wouldn't know.
Fine, we go.
I guess it's that. I guess it's that broken. I do see Ornn picked up for the side of Sherbert.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think they
Lumos
take
back
the
on Ornn
Aphelios
duty.
here. Yeah. Lumos back on Ornn duty. I think they take the Aphelios here. And they're probably going to run it back with the same or similar bot lane, depending on what Plain Simple takes. Oh, we got a Leona. A little bit of an adaptation. I like it.
Gotta go in and gotta go deep.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
See, Brom picked from the Plain
Neither
is
the
Simple, and
flames nor the
Gangplank
depths could
picked up.
claim me.
Oof.
It's like they're just kind of running back the same comp, if you ask me.
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, after a game like that, I think they kind of looked at it, and apparently they thought that the Trundle was the big difference maker across the map. So it'll be interesting to see if that was the case or whether it was just, it didn't work out. I mean, Flan was pulling off some pretty nice stuff with the Virus just by himself. So I am not sure that it was necessarily the right call to take Trundle away from Thracian, but we will see.
And we definitely shall see. Just waiting on that last pick from Sherbert.
I always take my toll.
Looks like it's a
Blood
Sivir.
or gold.
Okay. Nice safe bot lane there. A little bit of speed up. Should be good for team fights.
Think what I could offer.
Oh, we got a good question. Is that Sivir actually Sivir?
It's possible. I'm not sure. We do see a Cassiopeia ban from the side of Sherbert, however.
You used to be cool.
We got that Echo ban.
The Manster's not allowed to play Echo. These games, it would appear.
Okay, and last ban for Glacial Sherbert. What do you think they should go for here?
I don't know if they follow the same pattern. They're just gonna ban another Philly B champ. Makes sense.
That's like that would be 4 bans for Philly B. And would they actually go ahead and try and ban the Vel'Koz here, maybe? They do.
You're right. You are indeed correct. No Vel'Koz, no true damage.
Well, most importantly, no major zone control. I mean, the Cassiopeia makes sense because they want to just like make the most out of the mobility, and the Vel'Koz is there just because, well, they banned the Heimerdinger again. I guess they're not too afraid if Ginger breaks out the Annie a second time.
I'd have to agree with the Plain and Simple, though. Annie didn't really feel that impactful. Wasn't too much, and yet we see it again. I guess Ginger's really sticking by it.
Feels very strongly about this Annie. Again, I think if they're going for Sivir here, and that Sivir is actually a Sivir, then I think Predator would be the best call. But we will see. Again, I don't think Ginger actually played that badly with it. I think it was just that they weren't able to make the most out of team fights and get that early gold rolling, so they can make it into mid game and then really capitalize on it. Oh, we got a Kindred.
That's something I have not seen in a hot minute. I have not seen a Kindred played competitively. It's been a minute.
I've actually seen it recently. I think it was I think I saw it the other night in LCS. It was a nice counter to some like solid burst, and it looks like we're definitely going to have that through the Annie. So if Thracian plays it well, that could be pretty solid.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's also showing that he is going to be in that jungle and be in it often.
And then topping it all off with the Victor. Ooh, this is
Who was playing? I wonder if they just banned the Volibear because it was new or because somebody's been spamming it.
I didn't see Dogster play too much Volibear, to be perfectly honest. I think it was more of a new and afraid of it inside of a team comp thing. But
That makes sense. Uh-oh, I've been added on Discord. Nocturne is the final pick for Sherbert.
ooh. Wait, you're seeing a Nocturne? I'm seeing another Xin Zhao.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's Xin Zhao. Again, they're running it back.
My draft shows a Nocturne.
R for game. Okay, my draft may be the screwy one then. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I am whatever. All right. Okay, so again, not only can I not count, I can clearly not see anything. I think I might need to go see a doctor tomorrow because clearly things are not going my way.
Your plan is not simple today, friend.
Yeah, I think the Nocturne makes the changes the calculus a lot here, but I don't know. Like you can still play around it, and a lot of the Okay, so things I do like about Glacial Sherbert's ban or comp this time. You still got the Ornn, you've got the Sivir and the Annie, which can be paired up well, but the Nocturne doesn't really benefit too much from it, unless you're like using the global ult to make the most out of Sivir ult and getting people on top of stuff. But
Maybe they
between
just
the
felt
Leona
like they
and the
couldn't
Ornn,
get to the backline last game.
yeah, I mean that would be really good with the Leona and the Ornn. You could definitely be easier to pick people off. But with the Kindred ult, that makes it a little dicier. And I mean, Victor versus Annie, it depends. Like, is the Annie going to be able to dodge those E's? If that works, then that's probably going to go in the Annie's favor. But if Philly B is on top of his game, this is going to be an absolute nightmare for Annie. And we saw what happened last time with Dogster's Gangplank versus Lumo's Ornn. That could also not be good. And Varus, Sivir should have the advantage just with the spell shields, but depends on how good Varus is with the poke, and depends on how good they are with the engages. So again, I think it comes down to execution. What about you?
I think it's hard to say. I do want to see that Nocturne pop off, but I don't know. I kind of like the scaling of the Plain is Simple's team a little. Just I think it'll fit better with that playstyle that they have versus Sherbert's kind of just all-in comp.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it definitely does come down to execution though, but I think Monster got punched in the mouth last game. I think Monster's going to be looking for a little bit of revenge this time around. I think the jungle 1v1 versus Monster versus Kindred. I mean Nocturne versus Kindred. Depends on who gets the jump on who, and whoever's going to roam. I think I'd actually give that to Glacial Sherbert. I think Annie roams better than Victor does, and depending, could be like the skirmish in any sort of river situation would probably go to Annie early game, but the more items Victor gets, the harder it's going to be later on. But we'll see. Can they make the most of it? Can they get a revenge for game one? Find out this time on game 2.
Game 2 of the Plan is Simple versus Sherbert.
Yeah, I gotta break out the announcer voice next time.
It's entirely possible. Gotta wait on that lovely spectator delay.
Waiting on that lovely spectator delay.
So,
Will TOS Sherbert run it back? Will they get revenge? Will a monster redeem himself in the jungle? Will Filbert bully Annie out of lane? Find out next time on TES Olympian.
I have to ask because we were
Yeah.
talking about it in our in between.
Mm.
Have any how's your baking been? I know well, you were the only one to share cookies with me. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
dude, those
speak for
little-
Unda's cookies, but yours were definitely great.
Yeah. He's definitely gotta make up for that, and then we can see who best baker TES is. But this weekend, my girlfriend and I actually did a decent amount of baking and cooking. Made some fresh bread.
Ooh.
I was talking with Fort a little bit, and I have never made anything with sourdough before. That was not the case this weekend. This is just straight, plain from scratch white bread. Active yeast, everything. But I did break out some. No, chat. I did not make the wedding cake, but per your request, I did learn some fun stuff about making wedding cakes after our conversation, and I did not know that sour cream was a. Yes, I know. I'm disappointed too. It's okay. I will give it a shot. I promise you, I will give it a shot and try and make some wedding cake. Oh, okay. I'm getting called out. Looks like they want me to live stream next time I make cake so that okay.
Oh boy, what have I done?
What have you done? What have you done? You're putting me on the spot, and now I gotta do the TES baking channel. Solace Sunday baking. Oh, Christmas. Well, today's installation of Solace Sunday baking is brought to you by the chocolate chip cookie brownie. So, you know what? Screw it. Let me find the recipe I was running with this weekend, and let's see, throw it up in there. Okay, so guys, normally I threw it up in the chat. You can find it at pinchofyum.com, called chocolate chip cookie brownies. And big difference between the recipe that they have here and the recipe I did was I made my brownies from scratch. And these guys, they went with your standard box mix. And honestly, you can't go wrong. Either way, sometimes you can make great brownies from box mix. You can make great brownies from scratch. It's all down to personal preference and execution and ingredients. I just like making stuff from scratch.
All right, getting into game here, or into learning screen anyway. We have pretty standard runes and masteries. Victor with the phase rush, Kindred electing to go Conqueror instead of press the attack, which is all very acceptable. Nothing really screams out of the ordinary for me here.
Yeah, the two adjustments I do like are we've got Filbert running Cleanse, so that's going to be for the anti-stun, and most importantly, Flan is running Exhaust, because Flan knows exactly where that Nocturne is going to be coming. Also, Filbert looks like he's running Inspiration Secondary, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a stopwatch there.
Well, that makes sense.
hmm
Also has the cleanse to get out of the anti-stun and the
Yep.
Nocturne Fear.
hmm
Cleanse not affecting knockups at all.
Nope. So it gets not or not. Well, actually, I think Cleanse does affect knockups. It's just that you have the window to flash out of it.
I'm not sure. I don't know with certainty, so I guess I'm not going to say that anymore. But either way, we're getting into game here. Pause at 12.
Paused.
I missed it by 2 seconds.
Dang it.
I was on my other tab.
All right, we're going to 14. Okay. Okay. Pause. Pause. Ready?
All right, 15, 16, 17, 18, just making sure. Awesome.
Yep. 19, 20. We're good. All right.
Oh, it looks like an invade from Sherbert.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good game too. See Glacial Sherbert. Looks like
But
they're gonna get spotted out by that ward.
yep, Flan already has a ward down there.
Smart move, Flan. Okay. We got the pings. We already know where they're going. And they ward it, and Thracian already hit it over to their red. Yep. Looks like they're being sneaky. Oh no! Ooh,
Uh-oh.
Nicely plotted, nicely executed from Flan. Goes for the Xanth Blade. Doesn't get anything. Flan gets a little bit extra poke. Oh, ooh.
Uh-oh, Manster got hit by the Brom Q.
Yeah,
Nothing comes out of it.
That's a feels bad level 1. So it looks like Lumo's just gonna have to run it straight up to top lane. No chance to back for the TP. Already down. What is that, 200 health? 125. Okay.
Well, are we going to see another crazy
oh,
level
we
2
got
dive?
cheese. We got that level 1 cheese. Oof.
Oh, Lumo. No, nobody.
Somebody is not getting to play League of Legends right now. That is rough.
No, last game it was a Manster, now it's going to be Lumo.
Yeah. All right. And looks like Dogster's already up a full level. Lumo didn't get any of that experience from the first wave.
Yep, and forced to TP back to lane too.
That is a rough start.
Poor old Lumo.
Yep. Oh, we got first blood in the bot lane already. Man.
Yep, a bunch of summoners and ignite.
Mm-hmm.
All popped onto poor Flan. There's some
we
all
got
chat
some
going
game in
on.
the chat. Oh. Flan is the Thanos of bot lane, and he's saying this is changing nothing. You know, defeat is inevitable. Just pointing out facts. All right, and a monster. I don't know whether it was a display bug or something, but it looks like a monster is just kind of hanging out for a little second, contemplating life before he started Krugs.
Probably wanting to join in on the VM, but decided again. Oh, Lumo, no, you mistimed it.
Rip.
I have to say Lumo's easily my favorite member on Sherbert. I'll publicly say that one.
I mean, as somebody who's a fan of playing Annie, I'm gonna have to give it with Jinja.
I mean, I could say my favorite member on the Plain as Simple as Dogster too. Like, it's the players, not the teams.
Ooh, got some nice poke onto the Annie. And, yeah, I'm not trying to be biased, because, Thracian did play really well with us during, All-Stars. But, I mean, Dogster is pretty freaking impressive last game. And he does meme over on the other Syndicate server, so... I don't know, guys. Got a little competition.
Uh-oh, Zenith Blade coming in, followed by the Shield of Daybreak. And a teleport also coming in from Dogster. Rick finds himself a little too deep, however.
That's one dead Rick, and that kill goes over to Dogster. Ooh, making the most out of that TP. Nicely done. And a little bit more experience for Thracian, who's keeping level with Nocturne, but Nocturne looks like going straight in for that Infernal Drake. Yeah. Looks like TOS Sherbert definitely playing more to the objectives this time around. Doing a good job of it, too.
Uh-oh, Leona's trying again for round 2, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Gets stunned
Didn't
and walks
work out.
away.
Plum paying back. And Dogster comes back to lane with a Sheen, and Lumo is still sitting on a Ruby Crystal. Thankfully, at this point, thanks to that TP, it looks like Lumo's actually up on experience. He's gonna hit level 6 before Dogster does. Oh, we got some very big BM coming out from Filbert here. Come on, dude, not cool.
I'm just not even going to acknowledge that and move on.
Yeah, I'm just going to disapprove.
But yeah, seems to be a much slower game than last one. Not a lot of invading just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure. It looks like Kindred did get her mark off of that scuttle and top side. So extra damage always helps.
Yep, and important thing to note, Nocturne is 2/3 of the way to 6, so we're going to be looking for that first spicy Nocturne gank.
Well, it's just a matter of time.
But Thrasian is going to be the first jungler to 6. And let's see, we got... okay, we got the first big backs for mid lane. So Filbert came back with the Hex Score Mark 1. Annie came back with that Lost Chapter. Annie is moving up and getting some vision over on that Rift Herald. Or closer to. And looks like Morty is moving up the mission line.
Well, looks like it. We have Nocturne over at his blue buff currently. Just took the mark away from Kindred.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, no, just let him have this. Let him have this, Jinja. He needs level 6. Just let him have this. Like, after last game, you owe it to your jungler to not get that early. Oh,
And
got a good
paranoia coming through, but
oh no.
Jump away.
Flash out from Nocturne. Oop.
Leona going to fall. Oh no! Morty manages to get the boomerang blade of max range onto Flan. Oh, Tibbers comes down, but not enough burst.
No, I think that was a zoning ult. I mean, trying to zone Filbert out of lane, but gets the cleanse out. Jinja still has ignite off that.
According to chat, Flan pulled a double lift. Now it's just now the only problem is it's just Morty down there waiting for Rick to come back, but I think Morty's going to want it back.
Yep, Morty's sitting on 1,300 gold. Morty definitely wants it back.
Yeah, we see Nocturne and Kindred both towards top lane. Ping's going out onto the Rift Herald. Nobody knows what's going on with that. Nope, now there was... I lied as soon as I said that. They popped the vision cone over it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate timing.
Very unfortunate. We got some more trash talk going on in chat. Now, everybody, just simmer down.
Don't think there's any way of getting these guys to simmer down.
Nope. Okay, it looks like Planet Simple is first to the Rift Herald. And Filbert's definitely got the advantage there. Ooh, gets a little bit of nice poke there. Alright.
Call of the Forge God coming down, followed by the Undying Zone from Kindred.
This is a...
There's enough CC to keep her locked up, and Annie getting the Disintegrate, finishing it off.
Yep, and that looks like
Zenith Blade coming down onto Dogster. But, no, it was just enough. Flash into Solar Flare onto Speed, but no follow-up. Change the Corruption had come down onto Lumo. Victor tried to follow up with the Disintegration Ray, but there was not enough damage.
Yeah, Filbert kind of ducked out for a second there, and Annie was the first to run to the fight.
TOS Sherbert looking a lot better this game than they did last.
Looking alive. Let's see, they get... looks like they might get a... No, they don't. Yet, until this gets shoved in. Looks like they might get a second plate here. Filbert with a slight gold lead over Jinja. Let's go down the rest. Okay, so...
Comes from that 20 CS difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we see the Plain is Simple turn their attention to the Air Dragon, or Wind Dragon that is currently up. See Jinja and Rick looking to try and contest, but I wouldn't do that if I was them. Just a little too much damage is coming down. Rick decides to sacrifice himself, get Jinja out.
That's a kill over to Filbert. And looks like it's going to be a Mountain Drake for this game. Alright. Looks like things are calming down. We've got Flan and Spee headed back bot side. And meanwhile, Dogster is extending his Dominion top side. He is very well warded.
Just a matter of Kindred's going for her second mark in the top side scuttle yet again. See if she manages to pick that up.
Yep, and Victor finishes perfect hex score. 13 minutes, nicely done. It's not a great situation for Ginger Zanny though, because I mean when you're playing Victor,
Lumo still got hit by the barrel.
I think Lumo gets out of the way.
At the cost of the Call of the Forge God. So
I mean,
not gonna have that for next big fight. As long as well as this flash too.
Fighting over in the next couple of minutes. I mean, it's gonna be another 3 minutes before Rift Herald pops up, and it's another 3 minutes till Mountain Drake. So unless there's something spicy like maybe a TP play bot. Yeah, okay, got that. Got the Nocturnal.
But I don't think they really want this dive. Everybody's getting just a little too low. Sivir is going to fall to the tower.
Ooh!
But Braum is going to fall to the Ignite. But now Victor's showing up. He popped his ult. The Static Storm, I believe, or something along those lines. But it's not enough.
It's the Chaos Storm. Chaos Storm.
It is enough to take down Leona. The cleanse comes out to get rid of the anti-stun, and Philly B manages to pick up the remainder of TOS Sherbert that survived that dive.
That was, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was looking really good. I really like the start with Rick over there, and then the follow-up from Monster. But then Flan and Spee just turned it around, and it was looking pretty rough. Then you've got Ginger who comes in on the back end. Clean it up, and finally Filbert rolls in, and Filbert just makes it a 4v2, gets a double kill. This is now 1,000 gold ahead of this Annie.
Yep, that's
And meanwhile, Dogster's now up about 1,500 gold on Lumo.
My poor Lumo.
Conversely, Monster's looking a heck of a lot better than he was last game. I mean, right now, sitting 300 gold up on Frisian.
Interesting to see that he went for the Blood Razor enchantment instead of the Warrior enchantment.
Mhm.
But, you know, to each their own.
Well, he's also running lethal tempo, so I think he just wants to kind of make the most out of that and just banking on the Nocturne Smoke giving him the extra AD he needs. Looks like he might be going Edge of Night here.
Yep, definitely Spell Shield on top of another Spell Shield.
Mhm.
Looked like Plain and Simple is trying to take the bot tower, but I don't think they have enough. We have
Ooh,
the Solar
Nice.
Flare coming down onto...
there, but nothing comes of it. Nobody's there for it. Ooh, nice flash away.
Yep, dodges the Glacial Fissure and the Chains of Corruption. Also pops the Call of the Hunt, I believe it's called. But yes, they get away.
You're on the hunt. On the hunt.
On the hunt, okay.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think that might have been a little unnecessary, but it's you know, sometimes better safe than sorry.
I would have to agree with that.
I mean, that's the reason. Like, obviously they were going that into the into the Virus Rain anyway. So
It is for being tied up in kills. You can see the gold difference just in farm alone, with 28.5k on the side of the Plan is Simple versus 26.2k for Sherbert. I have to keep pausing because I'm gonna call them glacial when they're not glacial anymore.
yep. I mean, the biggest problem for Sherbert is that all that gold difference is on the solo laners. And it looks like Philly B is going to go for the the hex, perfect hex score into Ludens.
Summon
ooh,
Timbers followed by
speaking of which-
Paranoia.
Oh my goodness, that is a great pickup for Jinja. That almost puts him right within spinning distance, but that is also 2 ults down plus the ignite. What are they going to get for it in this fight if they don't have that?
Out comes
All
the
right.
Call of the Forge God, but the
Okay, they're capitalizing that.
absorbs it.
Ooh, oh, perfect placement on that Kindred ult. Looks like they're going to get Spee anyway. Oh no, Spee lives! Spee lives!
Oh my, Spee flashing
Ooh.
out, not dying.
Okay, Rick going right back in. Ooh, Thrasian picking up a kill off of that. And
Ginger?
now we see that gangplank ult. Ooh, Flan getting the kill on Jinja. And Dogster come back. It looks like TOS Sherbert in full retreat right now.
Man, what happened?
What happened there? I mean, like I said, they had everything going for them. But I think they just blew too many ults trying to get Filbert, and the shutdown gold going to Jinjo is definitely crucial. But gotta ask yourself, if it was worth it.
I don't think it really was. They had to give up the dragon for it, but
Well, that is 2 dragons over to Plain and Simple. I mean, it's not like they're going to get Dragon Soul, like they're one closer to Dragon Soul, but it's not like it was Soul Point. So it wasn't like a complete misstep, but it's definitely going to make it a little bit more uphill for them. On our good thing on TOS Sherbert's side is Jinja just finished up Leandry's. So they got a little bit more to kind of chew through all those health bars and keep dealing that, over damage time. Damage over time. Man, first it was the counting. Then it was, those words. I think the only thing I can really do well today is bake. And maybe shout things excitedly. Because clearly nothing else is working out for me.
oh well, we'll eventually get there one day, friends. But in the meantime, it just looks to be bot is now mid is now top, and nobody is bot. For the Plan is Simple.
Yeah, well, Dogstra being mid, obviously they're prioritizing Acer Dragon Tick, but meanwhile Thracian is on the bot side of the map. So I guess they're trying to keep TOS from doing anything, just sneaky around that Baron. But it could also be that Thracian's just going back and getting an item right here. I mean, he's sitting on 1,600 gold. All right. Yep, we are doing well there. He's got everything he needs for an IE except for the cost. So I think he's probably going to try and farm as much as he can between now and the next Baron fight. And that would be pretty rough. Okay. From a jungler perspective, looks like a monster went for Merc Treads over going for that Edge of Night. What do you think about that?
I would have liked to see the Edge of Night, but more so I don't think the Merc Treads is the worst option. There's enough CC to keep.
I mean, also, I think I'm just thinking of the old Edge of Night build where they had the the magic just built in. So it could be that Merc Treads is the plan all along, and I'm just making misstep after misstep tonight. So I'm gonna chalk it up to that. That seems to be a recurring trend.
Seems possible too. It looks like Kindred is rushing an Infinity Edge. Down bot we have the 2 lethality items on Varus, and Vision score we have quite the difference of 10. Rick showing up speed yet again in terms of vision score at the midway point.
But not as much as last time, and also Spee hasn't been caught out once yet, but I'm pretty sure it's jinxed him. So, okay, next 5 minutes, just look for Spee to get caught out, just because I jinxed him like that. I'm sorry, Spee.
I don't know, he's been playing a lot better since last game.
That's true. He may have his head, his head squarely in it. Wait. Oh god. I jinxed him. I'm sorry, Spee.
No, he gets out.
Okay. That's a relief. Alright. Dogstra playing careful. Let's see. Dragon's gonna be up in about a minute. Looks like, okay, Rick gets some vision down. TOS Sherbert. Looking like they're angling around the dragon, but...
Uh-oh, Death Bush!
Death Bush, but, yep, they're trying to figure out what they do. Did they go, do they go down for Dogstra, or they look for something easy? Like, is possibly Philly going to, face check a bush? No.
Nope, they hit the vision plant, and it reveals all of them.
Yes, see, this is why Philly is an Olympian, and I am not an Olympian, because I would face check the heck out of that brush. And meanwhile, he's like, no, this is a trap. I'm not going to do that.
Well, it looks like they have found Kindred here.
Okay,
but
they found Kindred.
No, engage. Instead, they just see the rest of the plan is simple behind Kindred, and they just retreat. Looks like they are going to give up the... No, they are positioning to contest.
They're trying to figure out where to go at this round.
All of the Forge God coming down, followed by the Solar Flare. Summon Tibbers comes down as well. Paranoia comes out from Nocturne. He goes on to the Kindred, and Kindred drops her ult.
That's not the right choice at all. Oh, Thracian kills a monster, and this is a clean... Oof. 1 for 3. Speed dies, but the rest of his teammates clean up, and... Ugh.
Yeah, that's I don't think Sherbert can really take these big team fights anymore. Kindred's too far ahead with that Infinity Edge versus Nocturne's now completed Duskblade. It's not looking good for him.
Yep. Okay.
It would appear that you are...
Jinja's taking a detour into the Wild. Okay. If they're looking for a way back into this, I think that actually might be the way to go. And here's my thinking behind it. You've still got the Silver ult, you've got the Annie, you speed up the Annie, Annie gets in there, drops ult, and slows everybody down long enough for Morty and a monster to come back in. Maybe get a Rick stun in there. And hopefully Rick doesn't stun the guy who can cleanse things easy. Like, you know, the Gangplank.
Yeah, you can only hope
I
so.
mean, don't get me wrong, the solar flare was on point. He got him like dead model, like dead center, right in the model. It's just that he also has cleanse. So if you didn't have the other CC there, then he gets out pretty easy, like he did. And the fortunate part is that a monster like dove in on Thracian, but Thracian still had ult, so all he did was just pop ult, and then yeah, they just went to town on a monster, and monster had to flash away, and then he still died.
Sorry, I had to double check. Kindred currently is at 6 stacks, so that means I think that means her abilities are doing quite a bit more damage now, and yeah, that Kindred's going to be something to worry about.
Yeah, the only feels bad moment part of all this is like the Kindred is absolutely beasting on farm, but Fawn's getting the short end of the stick there. Ooh, close Zenith play there. Okay, we got the ult coming down from Gangplank, slowing things down, and tower's down to the 50% mark. Okay, I think Lumo actually has the advantage in this, even with the item disadvantage, just because he still has his ult up, and Dogstar has to back off just a little bit.
Yep, we see the rest of the planet simple hovering around top side, looking for that, potentially looking for that Baron.
No, wait. Filbert spots out a monster. Filbert's calling for something. And they are just stealing stuff away. Nope. Not your Krugs, a monster. Alright, we do have, you know, good vision line being set up by playing as simple. And Dogster is still doing his thing bot side, creating a lot of pressure. Hasn't gotten the tower down below 50% health, is slowly going to make its way back up to 66% if he doesn't keep that pressure on. But looks like a monster is hovering. Nope, he's just going for wolves. I thought he might be going for a cheeky little gank on Gangplank, but we'll see.
Yep, it's possible. I don't think that would be the correct call, because then the second he shows bot lane, of course, the Plain and Simple would head towards Baron, and that would definitely spell utter disaster for Sherbert.
Oh yeah. Okay. Filbert is pinging out the Nocturne ult. Then he's saying, guys, just be careful. That's still up there.
It's also
Both
just
teams
a lot
pinging
of...
out the Drake. This is... If Plain Simple gets this, that is Soul. And that is going to be that much harder for Sherbert to crack through. But, Kappa, what would you like to see Sherbert... how would you like to see them approach this fight? What do you think is the key to success here for Sherbert to just start clawing something back? Because
they almost have to just bait out the Kindred ult, because it seems to be the big turning point for everything these fights is once that Kindred ult comes down, it's like they don't really know what to do. So if that Leona can get on top of the Kindred, I think that would be
oh, looks like they
on the head comes out. Braum absorbs the call of the Forge God. Flashes forward.
Nice.
Nope. Nocturne uses his paranoia, finds his way onto Flan. Nocturne takes down Varus, and Dogster also falls. We see the rest of Sherbert looking to turn onto this Earth Dragon.
Alright, and Filbert is late to the party, but he's still here, and he's still got ult. And red team takes it. Ooh, he nukes the Annie. Let's see, Filbert's still doing damage. Ooh, double kill over the Leona.
Victor is a little too far ahead. Lumo.
Yep. Triple kill for Filbert.
Lumo,
and looks like he might be going
in the
for...
pit.
Yep. I think he's just... Yeah, he's going to grab the Grump, and he's going to head out. Okay, so... I don't know, mixed blessings there. I mean... Look, Sherbert was making all the right moves. I mean, Victor was on the other side of the map. That's where most of the gold is. That's where most of the damage is. And unfortunately, they just couldn't, they couldn't deal with it once Dictor got there. But more importantly, they did set back the plan as simple, so Soul is temporarily denied. They are still at Soul Point, and Sherbert's still in this.
Yep,
Also, we got
they aren't
the,
out just yet.
Also, I forget, when did Morty upgrade his IE to Molten Edge?
I don't exactly remember, but hey, more stats.
Yeah, definitely going to be using those more stats. He actually has a lead over Flan right now, just with everything. I mean, that's a given just with like the CS differential, but I mean, he's looks like he's slowly working his way towards a Bloodthirster, possibly Death Stance.
Anybody is interested in other results, the RKZ versus Fried Chicken Esports has been posted. It is a 2-0 in favor of KFC. You know, just Earl King, too strong.
Earl King is too strong. My condolences to our fellow caster, Lucifers. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
It looks like Planet Simple turns their attention to the Baron, but a Manster is
down.
Ooh, excuse me, is
Plus
on the other
Man
side.
on the Baron. Okay, teleport come down from the Lumo. And it looks like Planet Simple is pulling off temporarily. They got everybody here, and On the Hunt got popped. And it looks like they're just jockeying for position in mid lane to catch that wave. Meanwhile, Planet Simple heading right back to that Baron.
Yep, and now they know with the blue trinket from Sivir. I can't remember the player's name. Morty,
yep. Ooh, red team!
Red team stole it!
Morty, what was that?
Uh-oh, but Dogster finds his way onto the back line. Morty still manages to pick him up, and now they're on the retreat. Ornn falls to the Chaos Storm. Kindred flashes forward, and Rick.
Another triple kill for Filbert. But Morty and Jinja have it, and Jinja is running back to base as fast as they can. But there's no way for them to Baron up just yet. Wave's coming through. Looks like they get inhib here. Alright, and Jinja picks up the Zanyas. That could be very crucial for future team fights.
It definitely could, but we see the Planet Simple just take the inhibitor. And
take the inhib anyway, and they're rotating top. I think they may actually
get that tower.
There's enough damage here. They definitely get it pretty easy. Let's see if they, rotation's there in time. It's not.
Yep.
Okay, and Dogster gets himself a Guardian Angel. We got 22 stacks on that Medjai's for Filbert.
Oh my, I didn't notice that one. Yeah, that is going to be huge if he finishes all 25 stacks.
And Flan's got a Last Whisper, as does Morty, along with the Death's Dance. I mean, Morty's got the Death's Dance and the Last Whisper, but Flan's just got that Last Whisper, so got all the Lethality and Armor Pen. But Morty's going to be hurting these fights.
Definitely will be.
Ooh,
oh,
nice.
looked like flashes and everything popped onto Philly B.
Shut down. Oof.
Chains of Corruption keeps Nocturne in place and will fall to the Varus Q.
That was absolutely critical. I think that could be a difference maker for TOS Sherbert. Just pick him up because he doesn't have, the team doesn't really have the same level of wave clear without Filbert there. However, Dogster knocked down that top turret, and inhibs is about 50%, but now it looks like Dogster's going on a secret pirate mission.
Yep, he's looking to collapse here on TOS. Rick and Morty. Dun, 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 dun.
Dogster gets killed.
Dogster finds his way onto Morty.
Oh,
Leona will
get
fall
wrecked
as well.
Dude, there is only one Baron buff left on the map for. Wait. Let me check. Nope, there are now no Baron buffs left on the map for TOS. And we got some more comments in the chat.
Yeah,
Not you, Twitch chat. You're lovely. I'm talking about in game. They're getting a little spicy.
Oh,
Oh,
Varus
mid
ults
ult from Varus.
nothing?
Yep. Zoning ult. It's the zoning ult.
Zoning alt indeed. Well, now there's 2 inhibitors down. Don't know how much longer TOS can hold on. It looks like plan is simple is going to stay and keep pushing this out. But
they're gonna stay. That's interesting. Thought they might rotate bot, go for the clean bit, but it looks like they're just very confident in how they're doing things. And
oh, Morty stepped up a little too hard.
Good double ults. Good ults. Ooh, shutdown on Thracian. All right.
Paranoia comes out, but Dogster's still on the back line, finding his way onto Annie, but it's not enough.
Ooh, Filbert
Ornn
gets
falls
Limo with
to-
that fadeaway E.
Yep. And yeah, they're just too far ahead on the side of the plan is simple, and they're going to look to close out this game, making it a swift 2-0.
Don't count them out just yet. I mean, they're trying to make it a swift 2-0, but it just looks like they're kind of struggling. Again, like I said, might have been a better call just to go for the bottom inhib and just, you know, get pressure in all 3 lanes. It looks like Dogster's heading there now. That should be a pretty quick pickup.
Yep, and this time around, Dogster does not have his GA, so if he falls, it will be for good. Well, not for good, but until the respawn timer decides. And TOS are on their last 2 Nexus towers,
Last
one of which
Nexus
just
tower.
fell.
Ooh.
Solar
Okay, we
flare
got the
coming
ult
out,
coming in.
the exhaust comes
Okay,
down.
got the ult coming. Oh,
Morty
Dogster's
picks
down.
up Dogster. The Zenith Blade to
Filbert,
keep
where
the
kills
Leona
Filbert?
going.
Filbert's running the fastest he can.
Billows-
But, oh!
Breath. Annie manages to shut down Victor, and
Dude, that is a big kill. Oh, we got the shutdown on Flan. And Thracian is the only member of Planet Simple still alive.
did you
Like I
almost call
said,
them TSM?
You can't count these guys out. They're scrappy as hell. I love it.
Did you almost call them TSM?
No, I almost called them TOS. And they would have been very angry about that. But it looks like TOS is in great shape to take this Baron. There's nobody on, save for Thracian and Dogster, who would be able to defend it if they went over right now, but they're not. So they're just, I got excited for no reason. I thought maybe they'd kind of, go over there, try and grab this Baron before anybody on Planet Simple's back up, but no, I was wrong. Now they're headed over.
Yep, gonna try and sneak that. Maybe not.
I think they just want to get vision around it. Like, both the junglers are backing right now.
Well,
Thracian picking up another BF sword. Like, monsters got going all in on this on hit.
well, now it's just a matter of who is going to win the next fight. If
That's it. Let's see. Team Church Destroyer, was that?
don't know.
I don't know why it said Blue Team Turret destroyed.
It looks like Planet Simple turned their attention to the Baron. If they
Okay,
get that, I
Planet
would say
Simple's
it's going to
going
be
for
a very short game. Uh-oh, wait, Dogster's in the base. And Morty's trying to find his way onto Filbert, but I don't think he has enough damage.
Nope. Filbert's dead, but
Planet Simple is now off Baron, but turning their attention to the team.
Oh, this is not good. I'm sorry, dude. I'm stepping all over your words. Ooh.
No, it's a-okay.
Ooh, Dogster's dead here. Oh.
The Flash Kindred ult, I suppose?
Not quite. Not quite. Like I said,
Oh, there
Scrap
comes
game.
down the solar flare. Into Zenith Plate, into Shield to Daybreak.
Ooh! And he nukes the
Fi
Kindred.
eats up
Flan?
the
Flan?
Yep, that's Ornn for you, especially with a Gargoyle Stone Plate. Just doesn't want to take any damage. But are they going to have, with the Sivir and the Nocturne down, are they going to have enough wave clear to clear out the rest of these super minions? I can sure hope so, because they're getting swarmed.
I don't know. Okay, it's down below the 30% mark, so it's not going to recover much past that. It's going to be super easy to knock this Nexus turret down next time that Planet Simple comes back. But it looks like Planet Simple is setting a vision around Elder Dragon.
Yep, they can't really go out too far because they have too many supers, but now their top inhibitor is back, so that means only one super per wave instead of 3. Looks like they're going to go down and try and contest that Elder Dragon. This is it. This is going to be the final fight if it doesn't go in favor.
They're doing it without Thracian. This is super risky. Okay.
Well, looks like they've started it up. Trying to pull it out.
Okay.
But I don't think they can burst it down fast enough. They're going to have to turn their attention onto the Planet Simple.
That
More
is
than
a very
likely.
odd gangplank goal, but I guess they're expecting.
Nope, never
never
mind. They decided to stay on it. Paranoia is popped. This is the team fight.
Oh
we see those Elder executions coming down, but we still also see Leona fall.
Yep, we see the Leona fall, but TOS Sherbert does have the Elder Drag. They do have that kill pressure.
Oh,
and this
Dogster teleported. That's what happened.
Oh my
Dogster
goodness.
team feed top and almost took the game.
Filbert has no fear right now. He is just running right into these guys. He doesn't care that they have Elder buff. He is gonna take him down. He is actually going in. I think he's gonna actually try and win the game here. Okay. Let's see.
Change of Corruption stopped Annie dead in her tracks. It's Nocturne and Annie versus Flan and Philly B. Are they going to be able to hold it? Are they not? Victor takes down Annie.
That's game. That is game right there. GG. 2-0 for the plan is simple. I'm sorry, TOS Sherbert. You guys showed a lot of fight in that second game. Love what you guys were doing with that. And this is, what do you think?
That was certainly a series, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I guess if you had to decide on an MVP, who would it go to and why?
Ooh. Good question. I mean, it kind of varied a lot from game to game. Like if it was just game one, I'd probably just say Dogster. But Philly B did pretty solid in the second game. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm gonna be honest.
Agree. It's yeah, I don't know. In game 2, I definitely would say Filbert once he got online took over that game, but it took. I just don't know. I guess I guess Dogster with those TP plays he attempted, even if they didn't always work out, was all over.
Yeah, he had a tremendous amount of map presence both games. So, are we agreed? Dogster?
I suppose we are. Yeah, I guess it would go to Dogster. I don't know if we're going to.
Are we Can we get the Dogster? Can we get Captain Dogster? Is that a no? Okay. All right. Sweet. Oh no, no worries, no worries.
And more match results are coming in. Anonymous Esports Ruby had 2-0'd Abusement.
Just say it was your first day.
All right, we're back with Dogstar, our MVP of this series. Tell me, man. Oh, hang on, I can hear an echo because I didn't mute the stream. Anyway, tell me, man, how are you guys feeling after that win? Good, bad?
We were feeling pretty good. Game 2 was a little bit rough with the jungle not securing the smites. But then again, since we are taking this league as like a scrim, it's something that we can work towards for tomorrow in Upsurge.
Ooh.
Fair
But
enough.
at the same time, your gangplank play of the series is really clean. So when you brought this up, was this more of like a pocket pick for you, or is this something that was actually like built into the comp?
It's a little bit of both. Gameplank's coming back into meta with the last buffs he got last patch.
Oh, nice.
And he's just an amazing split pusher, and so that's what we ran tonight was the split push. Game 1, they couldn't match me in the split push, and you saw that when you had 4 people coming down, and then we just rotate to Baron. Game 2, the Ornn got a little bit too tanky for my 1v1ing skills, but I was still able to outpush him just because it's an Ornn.
Exactly.
And I'm shocked that I didn't see more pressure in the bot lane.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too. I was kind of hoping that, at least from the TOS Sherbert side, that they might look for some Ornn Nocturne plays on top of you. But I think we only got one of those. But I could be playing the 2 games together in my head and making even more mistakes. This has been a night of mistakes, friend. So.
I don't think I got matched with Nocturne interrupting the split push. He only.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either. The only time he came anywhere close to you was when he was on the back foot of engaging near a dragon fight. He did his best to stay away. Do you guys have you guys on the lookout for any other teams in this league at all? Or I know you guys are treating it like a scrim, like you said, but who knows? You may see some players from Upsurge in here. You may not.
I think the only challenging team that we have is Ruby, and I hate to say that just because it's 3 out of 5 or 3 out of how many former Leaf Elites members. I kind of want a revenge from last Splits finals.
Yeah, that's right. You guys were that's pretty much going to be LE versus old Syndicate T1. But yeah, so anything else you'd like to say or give anybody a shout out before we end the stream here?
I'd like to say sorry to Lumo for having to pick out my Gangplank. On the first heart side, when Major said that he'd rather see Latona in the top lane with Philly B, that got to my heart, thinking that I was the number 2 support over Kitty Lexa last split.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that one probably still
Kitty Lexa.
Yeah, that stung me in the heart so bad. And with my performance last week on Irelia, I wanted to show up this week.
Well, you certainly did. And as the MVP, you absolutely nailed it. So thank you very much for coming up and doing this interview with us. And good luck next week.
Thank you.
To the rest
Have
of
a good
you
night.
guys at Titan Esports, have a good night. Stay healthy and
wash your damn hands.
there you go.